The U.S. military fired Hellfire missiles into the engine room of a commercial tanker off Oman on June 8. 24 Indian sailors were aboard. 3 are dead, a deck cadet, an engine fitter, and the chief engineer. Then it happened again. And again. 3 ships in 3 days, all carrying Indian crews, all disabled by U.S. strikes. The Pentagon calls it blockade enforcement. On April 13, the U.S. imposed a naval cordon around Iran's ports. Any vessel attempting to transport Iranian oil would be stopped, redirected, or disabled. Since then, 135 ships have complied and turned back. 9 have not. Those 9 had their engines destroyed mid-voyage. The ships, flagged under Palau and Guinea-Bissau but crewed by Indians, were accused of violating the blockade after repeatedly failing to comply with directions. U.S. Central Command says it fired precision munitions only after warnings. But India sees it differently. The Foreign Ministry summoned the U.S. envoy and lodged what it called a strong protest. Here's the gap: the blockade applies to vessels going to or from Iran. But the rules of engagement, how long a crew has to respond, what counts as compliance, whether civilian ships should be struck at all, remain unspecified. Aditya Sharma's father said dropping a missile wasn't the option. The U.S. has fired 9 times anyway. 6 Naga villagers abducted 4 weeks ago by Kuki groups were discovered dead in Kangpokpi district, Manipur, 1 day after Kuki hostages were released. The deaths have reignited ethnic tensions between the Naga and Kuki communities in the region. The United Naga Council has called for a 24-hour shutdown in response to the killings. This incident threatens to derail fragile peace efforts in Manipur, where ethnic violence has displaced tens of thousands since May 2023. The retaliatory cycle between Naga and Kuki communities signals that hostage exchanges alone cannot resolve the underlying territorial and political grievances fueling the conflict. About 50,000 regular users of the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge will gain access to new immigration e-channels that use facial recognition technology, eliminating the need to stop or display identity cards. The barrier-free system represents a significant upgrade to cross-border transit infrastructure connecting Hong Kong, Zhuhai, and Macau. The technology aims to expedite processing for frequent travelers on what is already the world's longest sea-crossing bridge. Streamlined immigration processing reduces friction for the estimated tens of thousands of daily commuters and business travelers in the Greater Bay Area. The deployment reflects China's broader push to integrate Hong Kong, Macau, and mainland cities through both physical infrastructure and digital identification systems.